Well, I'm close anyway.
Yeah, you were in the neighborhood. Clint Weimer, superintendent of the Marion Center School District, on the line with us here this morning. It's good to catch up with you, Clint, as we talk about things going on within the district and the various business that has to happen as we are now full-fledged in this second semester of the school year. And I know things are going along well at Marion Center. And that you're plugging along. It's basically a transition time, isn't it? As you begin to think about the spring, and the spring sports schedule is one thing, but really academically, it turns around and heads toward the home stretch too, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We were just talking last night at our board meeting that we're now halfway through the third 9 weeks, so the year is moving along. That's for sure. It's the time of the year where we're gearing up for spring, and it's budget season, of course, so that's a lot of my focus this time of year.
I would guess. And as you think about the expenditures and the revenues that come in, you have to be a bit of a wizard here and look into the crystal ball to figure out exactly what it's going to be. Because on top of all of that, you really don't know what the state revenue figure is going to finally come in as the allotment for Marion Center, right?
Absolutely. I'm very lucky to have Rick Martini, our business manager up here, has been doing it for a long time. And you're right. We're kind of looking into that crystal ball. We have to have our budget passed often well before the state approves the budget. So we take our best educated guess and try to be as transparent as we can with the community and our taxpayers to let them know what we're up against here in a public school setting.
Yeah. Well, when we look at Marion Center, of course, we know that you have one of the older high school buildings in Indiana County, and that becomes its own special challenge, and you're quite aware of it, and you make the adjustments and the renovations and the updates and upgrades wherever you can. Are there particular plans for any of the district buildings that you're looking at down the road, whether it's near term or long term?
We have a air quality project that we are hoping to get underway in the next couple of months and have completion over the summer that will help mitigate any viruses or bacteria that is in the air. We're going to use some UV lighting and some needlepoint ionization to put it into our ductwork just to make our air quality better for our students and staff. That's probably the biggest renovation we have on the horizon. Mm-hmm. We're using our ESSERS funds to do that. And then Todd, here at Marion Center, we're always looking for little improvements that we do within house to keep things fresh and create that positive learning environment for our students. So we're always doing little things to try to keep a fresh look on our learning environments for our students.
Yeah, I know that the gym has had a lot of upgrades in recent years. The lighting in the gym is something that we took note of a couple of years ago when it was upgraded. And it's amazing what a little thing like changing the lighting in a room, brightening it up, or changing the focus of the lighting, what that can do to somebody mentally and emotionally. And I know those, we might look at them as little projects, but they do make a big difference in a student's life.
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that my maintenance department is working on right now, is changing all our hallway lighting over to the LEDs. Our second floor of the high school was kind of dark and dreary. We replaced all the lighting in there, and it made a huge difference. So slow and steady, we continue to upgrade the lighting. And as you know, I don't know if you've been in our gym since fall, but we got new scoreboards. We had to do some renovation on the one wall. So the gym has experienced a few upgrades here over the last year. So that's really, on top of the lighting that you spoke towards, has really added to that environment for our students.
Oh, yeah, I've done a few basketball games there just in recent weeks, as a matter of fact. Yeah. And it does make a noticeable difference in the way kids are approaching things, and that's a good thing. Of course, the other buildings within the district, we might not think of them as being frontline issues, but that Rain Elementary School has been there for a while. Even the McCreary School has been there for a while, and you keep things going at those buildings as well and assess what their needs might be.
Yeah, absolutely. We're doing the air quality project in all three buildings. We're always, every summer the painters are in, and just to keep things structurally sound, we're always doing little improvements or anywhere we can see an opportunity to brighten the learning environment. Again, we're very fortunate. We got good roofs, we got good boilers, and great kids and staff. So we just keep moving forwards with it. And, my principals and my maintenance departments always bringing ideas to me, the ones that are within our budget and that we can do that are impactful for students. We jump on them. Like I said, our maintenance department does a lot of micro projects year-round within our buildings.
And all of those, of course, will fit into budget discussions here over the course of the next few months. And, of course, academics is the main thing at Marion Center. You talk about the issues that affect students, the academics and the security, and I know that you're on top of both of those. As you come into, as you said, you're halfway through the third 9-week period, so you've got another one to go, and this academic year is just speeding right along. Academically, what would you like to see happening at Marion Center over the course of the rest of this year and then on into the new term next year?
Well, again, we're focusing on our benchmark assessments, just trying to get the students prepared, not only to be successful in their class, but to be successful when they do the standardized testing and take those skills and begin to think of a career or an applicable place that they want to work. But moving forwards, we're trying to, we added a STEM robotics course this year, something I'm looking to grow in the future. Again, seizing those opportunities for where the job market may be and just, evoking the interest in the kids to pursue some different paths and try to streamline which direction they might want to go once they leave the walls of Marion Center.
It's interesting you say that because we think about new programs coming in, and there probably has been no time other than the last 10 to 15 years where academic tracks have changed so dramatically as they have when it comes to the STEM field. And you wonder, as an outsider looking in, well, does this school district have the teaching staff that can adapt to that? Are they older? Are they younger? Is there a nice blend going in? Is continuing education needed to get everybody up to speed, or are they already there? Your assessment, of course, has to go on all the time, whether it's in this discussion or any other, of what's going on academically for your students, and that has to do with the strength of the faculty. And I get the sense that you're pretty happy that your faculty is right on top of things.
Don't get me wrong, Todd, we always need to grow with technology, especially those of us who are a little older. But I have a great blend of veterans that bring a wealth of knowledge, and we have some younger teachers that are maybe a little bit more experienced with technology, and we're working together to stay ahead of the kids and be innovative and provide them learning opportunities that's hands-on and applicable for their world right now. So I'm very pleased with my staff and the blend of staff we got and the resources we can offer. Don't get me wrong, we always want to do more. We got to do it within our means and do what we are doing to the best of our ability. And we're looking forward to moving into the spring and always looking forward to what's on the horizon for next year here at Marion Center.
Yeah, absolutely. My son is involved in teaching in another school district, and as a very young teacher, he is mixing in with the veterans on the staff there very, very well, and I think they're all teaching each other a little bit, and it's interesting to watch that dynamic develop. So in the coming days and in our closing moments together, as we talk about what's going on within the Marion Center School District, anything you need folks to know about what's happening within the district in regards to their kids?
We are still continuing to mitigate the COVID virus as best we can. As you know, in the county, cases are down. January was a rough month for us. So we're really focused on academics and having some consistency with our kids in the building, not being quarantined as much, and just trying to get a normal sequence of events to occur for our spring. We're looking forward to spring sports, prom, graduation, all those things are on the horizon. It's an exciting time to be a student and be an administrator in education, especially as we're moving into the spring. So just thank my students and my staff for the hard work that we put forth here. January was a hard month for all of us in the county as far as COVID is concerned.
Yeah, absolutely. But you're making your way through it, forging ahead, and we appreciate the efforts of everybody involved. Clint Weimer, Superintendent of the Marion Center Schools, thanks so much for visiting with us today.
Thank you, Todd.
Have a great day.
You too.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. AM 1160.